Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Tom Dwyer, CEO of Premier Orthopaedic Associates. As a parent of two former high school athletes, I can only imagine how difficult it is for so many of you who are unable to be at the game to watch your child or favorite student athlete compete due to COVID-19 restrictions this season. As such, our team here at Premier Orthopaedic Associates has partnered with our friends at BFA Sports to give you, the fans, a virtual front row seat. And for the student athlete, a new experience, a pretty cool professional broadcast they'll be able to keep forever at no cost for all of you to enjoy. Well, I see it's just about time for tip-off. So from all of us here at Premier Orthopaedic Associates, best of luck this season. Stay safe, be well, and while we hope we don't see any of you anytime soon, we're here for you if you should need us. Enjoy the game.
And welcome back to Deptford High School. It's now the boys' turn, and what a matchup we have for you in this A bracket. The undefeated,
yes,
the Deptford Spartans. They are 12-0, and they take on the 12-1 Overbrook Rams. Chris Losey, Coffee Jones back here at courtside, and this one is a big one.
12-0 versus 12-1. You got
I just said that.
Athletes all over the court, Chris. You're going to see dunks. You're going to see up and down 1-3-1 zone from Overbrook. Going to be a lot of length on that defensive front line. You're going to see some athletes on the other side and some shooters that can put the ball in the cup for the Deptford team.
You had a chance to talk to Overbrook coach John Rosser. What are he enlightening you about?
He let me know this team, they're not afraid. They're confident. They're coming in. They're trying to get better every single day. But today they know they have an understanding. If they can rebound and limit the offensive turnovers, they're going to have a chance to win this game.
First-year coach Brandon Williams here at Deptford, though. Not bad at 12-0. He's not unfamiliar with the school. I mean, he was an assistant coach. He was a D coordinator. I know you like that on the football
guy,
side.
So he talked about some of his athletes. I'm like, Coach, you got some cornerbacks and receivers out here, but he's going to get up in your face. He's going to throw a lot of different things. We talked about it earlier in the girls' game. Their coaching staff, they use a lot of different tricks defensively. You'll see a lot of morphing defensive sets from this Deptford Spartan team.
Taking a look at the Overbrook side, you're going to see Damian Rawls, a senior #1. He is their guy, averages 21 points a game for John Rosser's squad. By the way, we got a final in the girls' other semifinal. Pittman was a winner, so it'll be Pittman and Deptford back here on Friday. What are you doing Friday?
I'll be here with you.
Yeah, here we go.
BFA Sports.
That's right. BFA Sports coverage of high school basketball is brought to you by Premier Orthopaedic Associates and, of course, Dr. Dwyer and all the wonderful staff of Premier, thanking them for their sponsorship of the game. So here we go, how about the Deptford starting five? We've got Kevin Eli, number 11. He's going to inbound it with Virgil Scruggs, number 4. He gets the ball. Hassan Hampton, number 2. Number 5 is Josh Eli, and 35 in the middle is Gavin Lane. Get the 5 for you for Overbrook in a second. That entry was denied, and we'll try it again. That's Hampton. Lost it. Controlled by Overbrook. Devin Johnson, number 14, along with Damian Rawls, number 1. 0 is Jalen Hornsby. That shot no good from Hornsby. It's a rebound to the Spartans, and away they go with Eli. Up ahead, the runner is no good from Eli. That's Kevin Eli. And another board, and back we go the other way. First minute of play, no score here in this A bracket semifinal. The winner to the final on Friday. In the corner, that's a 3-ball from Devin Johnson, and it goes in the first points of the game.
And coaching staff talked about it. He's a knockdown shooter, Coffee. That's what Coach Rosser told me pregame. He comes out with his first 3 to open up the scoring.
Kenny Juanico rounds out the starting 5 for the Rams. He's number 21. He's in the middle. Lane pulling in on Juanico, can't get it. Rebound to Johnson. Rawls, his first shot. No good. Rebound fought for. Spartans get it. Hampton comes away with it and gets it to Scruggs. Early on, what do you see?
See, so far, just rebounding going to be a key for both of these teams. Can you clean your defensive glass and limit fast break opportunities for the other side?
That's Scruggs backing in Haywood to the basket. And Deptford's on the board with a runner.
First player Coach Williams mentioned was Scruggs. Comes up with a nice bucket in the lane there.
How about some half court here, Coffee? Juanico's shot is no good. Off the mark, and back we go with a Deptford run. Here is Hampton. Nice
pass.
Look to Lane. Gavin Lane on the board for 2.
Hampton, just a quick dribble penetration, hesitation dribble, hangs for a split second, gets in the gap, drops a nice dime off to the big bucket.
In the corner, Hornsby misses that. Juanico up high, out of bounds, and it will go to the Spartans. Officials tonight, Jack McCormick, Jordan Ablon. That's McCormick. Trailing Scruggs up the floor early on, 4-3. 2.5 minutes gone here in the first on BFA Sports. Deptford in the white, Overbrook wearing the orange, and there's a 3-ball from Kevin Eli. 7-3 early on, Spartans in front.
Eli and his brother Josh both play on this Deptford varsity team. See a little half-court trap right there, new defensive set.
And it's giving the Rams all kinds of problems. Finally getting it to Haywood, and in the corner, 3 is short from Johnson, out of bounds, and a foul is called.
Morphine defense. You see Coach Williams talk about it. He told me, Coffee, we just want our respect. Our players come out every game like it's a championship game. Even in this crazy season that they've experienced, they're playing as hard as they can every time they hit the floor.
The Eli brothers, Kevin is the senior and Josh is the sophomore, and that was nearly a backcourt violation, but Scruggs able to flag that down. That's Hassan Hampton to the middle. Can't get it to go. Juanico gets a board.
Good
Hornsby.
hesitation. Good hesitation, dribble in the lane. Didn't panic, came to a slowed up floater, and Hornsby gets the bucket.
Spartan lead is 2. 4 minutes to go here in the first. Might have been an extra step there. What do you think, Coffee? Out of bounds, he'll stay with Deptford.
Hornsby is the second leading scorer on this Overbrook team, only a freshman, and he's talking to Coach Ross. He may be the next talented player to come out of South Jersey. We've seen DJ Wagner and some other talent come out recently. Ooh, big block.
Juanico slams it down on Lane. Rolls to the basket, and he is snuffed. And back we go the other way. Eli, pull up for Hampton. Missed the 3, but Lane has a board. Kicks it out. The other Eli. Kevin is off the mark. And the Rams look to run and get your sneakers on, Coffee.
And 1.
Count the basket for Jalen Hornsby. He went right in the face of Gavin Lane. You saw that. We got a replay on that.
This kid can maybe, is he sure he's a freshman? He jumps up against 3 defenders, and he has a couple words to say. Talked about the athleticism. We're going to see both sides of the floor here tonight.
And Lane is blocked again by Wanico.
It's the second block of the game.
We're tied at 7. 3:20 left. Wanico, nice move.
Good patience.
Gives the Rams the lead early on.
2 blocks, and now he's got 2 points. 6'7", backline defender for this Overbrook team.
That's Kevin Eli, the senior. Had it stripped away. Nice hands. Hornsby back the other way. Dish to Rawls. Contact, no foul. And back we come the other way. Here's Eli running.
Good job by Hassan Hansen not getting the foul on that drive, but the refs are letting him play both ways.
It appears Josh Eli pulls that down. He's to the basket. Missed it. And a rebound for Wanico. Rams have it back. That was Haywood.
Good hesitation.
And to the basket goes Johnson, and he'll draw the foul.
Good hesitation by Johnson. Talked about him being a knockdown shooter in the team. They watch film, they understand, and he gives you the hesitation. Blows by Eli, gets baseline, and gets to the line for 2.
It's Gavin Lane's second personal early on, so right away Brandon Williams will go to the bench. And he'll bring in Robert Long, 33. Long, a sophomore. Johnson with both free throws. And the Rams are in front early by 4. 11-7. Chris Losey, Coffee Jones, and our BFA Sports crew here at Deptford as Scruggs fires a 3 from way out and gets it.
The point guard with that much savvy and shooting ability, you're going to have to get some more ball pressure. You can't just let him walk up like it's an easy Sunday practice and pull a 3 in your face.
Rawls gets through Eli, through the other Eli, but can't get the roll. Tracked down by Hampton. Hassan Hampton for the Spartans all the way. Blocked again. Wanico's got 4. And there's a hesitation, and we got the ball. Out of bounds, it'll stay with the Rams. That hurt.
See the length on this dribble drive going to the left hand, and 6'7" with those long arms. Wanico gets another block. 2-3 zone here, but you give up the baseline. You can't do that if you're Deptford.
It was a hectic pace there early on, but slowed down a little. Wanico lost it in the paint. It rolls out of bounds, and it'll stay with Overbrook.
Yeah, went off a foot. He's a little bit further away from the basket for him to be able to go up with the jump hook, so he tried to get a power dribble and lost the ball off of a Deptford defender.
Minute 25 to go. 1-point game here in the first. 11-10. Overbrook is in front.
Can the big man make a shot?
No, but he gives it up. Rawls will shoot it. Missed it. Rebound to Scruggs. 11-10. Deptford trailing by 1. Eli on the turn in the lane. Got it. Spartans have the lead. Minute to go in the first. Wanico to the line, and he walked first.
It's like the pace I've seen both of these Deptford starting varsity point guards. Seen it last game. Here again with Deptford with Scruggs just running at his own pace, getting his players open shots and getting to his shot when he wants to.
Deptford coming in the top seed in this bracket. Hampton dribbles, that gives it up the long, misses the 3. Eli
Good
goes
hustle.
way up to get it.
Good hustle.
And the Rams will hold for 1 with 13 seconds left.
Now we're back in that half-court trap again. Oh,
And Scruggs is whistled for the foul at the half-court line.
nearly got that steal on that reversal pass out of that trap. Third different defensive set we've seen. It's a man-to-man, half-court trap, little 2-3 zone, a little bit of everything so far from Deptford.
Fouls at half court, though. There's disconcerting. With 5 seconds left, it's going to be Hornsby in the corner. 2 seconds. Rawls gets it away and misses at the end of the first quarter. Exciting first 8 minutes here in Deptford with the score. The Spartans 14 and the Rams 11. The second quarter is next here on BFA Sports.
Hi, I'm Dr. Trina Listo, a provider here at Premier Orthopaedic Associates. As a mom, a coach, and a physician, I take concussions very seriously. If you have concerns that your student athlete may have sustained a concussion, it is always better to rest the player from play and monitor their symptoms and be evaluated. Remember, you don't have to have a direct injury to the head to sustain a concussion. Even a hard blow to the body can cause the brain to rattle inside the skull and create this injury. Having been trained, not just in concussions, but in higher level traumatic brain injury, allows us to help you take the guesswork out of this confusing injury. Remember, concussions are an invisible injury and can have prolonged symptoms, especially if not cared for correctly.
Start of the second quarter here on BFA Sports coverage of high school basketball in the playoffs of the Tri-County Conference Tournament. It's an A-bracket matchup in the game that we expected we were going to have a good one, and we do. As Overbrook and Deptford in a good one, 14-11 Spartans in front as we start the second quarter, and we thank the officials for allowing us to give a little open to start the quarter. Jack McCormick again with Jordan Ablon. Thank you, Jack. And possession starts for Overbrook here in the second. Observations thus far.
So far, athletes, you see right there, just getting up at the rim. These referees, not a lot of free throws, not a lot of fouls called at the bucket.
Sophomore David Haywood with the basket. Cuts to lead the one. There's a screen and a loose ball, but Long is able to track it down. He'll take on Juanico. Can't get it to go. Good defense by Juanico. That's Rawls to the hoop. Yes, sir.
Damian Rawls' first bucket of the game. You see, you get the challenge shot by Juanico. Hornsby gets the run out, gets it on the wing, and you get an open layup in transition.
I think you were right on the money with your comment that officials are letting them play. Eli for three, way out, no good. Scruggs up to get it, had it knocked away. Rams look to run. That's Haywood hanging, missed it. And the Spartans all over that board. But unfortunately for Deptford, Hassan Hampton fell, and they're going to get a break as that ball goes off, and a technical foul is on Scruggs.
First turnover for Overbrook, but Scruggs a little bit too aggressive.
I'm not sure what happened. The ball was going to go, I think, toward Overbrook, and oh, there's the bump. See it?
Bump and a few words. I think the bump he might have let him go with. Hornsby had a few words to say after his first and one play, but
second foul for Scruggs, and it will send Rawls to the line. Two-shot technical and possession.
it could be definitely a 4-point swing or more.
So with the technical and possession, Rams up by 3. Minute and a half gone in the second. Rawls to the basket, and Eli got a piece of that. You know, we probably should mention the first names, too. You know, that was Josh, number 5.
And Robert Long, he gets a piece of that for his first block of the game, seeing the scoop layup coming.
That's Johnson for 3. Big rebound out. Controlled by the Spartans. This is Josh Eli. Brother Kevin. And he had it stripped. And it went right off of Eli.
Yeah, that's a good strip right there. Devin Johnson takes the 3, doesn't hit it, but gets back on defense and forces the strip.
If you're Brandon Williams, do you see a trend that you're going to have to change quickly?
They're definitely going to change up their defense a lot.
It's a backcourt violation there. Ball turns over to Deptford on that Turnover. 2 minutes gone here in the second. Once again, Pittman a winner in the other girls semifinal. They will meet the Spartans here Friday, 4 o'clock in their C bracket championship.
Great defense by Hornsby there on the ball.
It's Kevin Eli, too strong with that. Juanico with the rebound.
As Coach Rosser wanted his big man to do, block shots, challenge at the rim, and rebound.
That's a giveaway right there and a turnover. Deptford gets it back.
Third turnover of the quarter for this Overbrook team. Rams got to be a little more judicious with the basketball. They're going to pull off this this road win here at Deptford.
We don't have a 35, though, for Deptford, who's in the game, so we're going to have to fix that. And 12 is Jeff Engler. So Eli and Hampton in the backcourt. Hampton will try it. No good, and nothing but Rams on the defensive board. And there comes Rawls with speed, taking on Hampton. Missed it. And Lane has a board for the Spartans, and he finds Eli. Eli bumps, hangs, and foul.
Great job. Kevin Eli, you'll see on this replay how he jumps into the shooter. He gets the run out. You see Juanico, you put a body into him, you keep him on the ground, you force the referee to make the call, and you get yourself to the line.
So 35 is Danny Allen, who is numbered as 30 on our roster, so there we go. Eli with one more free throw. Rams by 2. Coming down to 5 minutes left here in the second. Good ball game, 12-0. Deptford 12-1. Overbrook.
Somebody's got to attack a gap. You try to get away from this man-to-man type of dribbling. You're playing against the zone. Move the basketball side to side. Get it into a gap. There you go.
That was Haywood, and Juanico gets it. He's got 4.
See when the ball went from the far side to the near side. You got it into the gap. You end up with a basket 4 feet away from Juanico.
Hampton and Engler out.
2-3 zone from Overbrook.
Hampton pulls it up. Here's Engler. In the corner. Engler can shoot, but he gives it up, and it's a turnover. And back the other way goes Johnson. Can't get that to go. Johnson will get it back. Bumps. No good. That's Rawls underneath, taking on 3 Spartans.
Great job.
Whistles
by Eli.
say nothing, and now a jump ball is called. And we have a technical foul. And this one goes against Overbrook, and I think it's on Juanico. Well, the board is showing David Haywood. Break here for the Spartans to get back in with a 4-point deficit with 3:59 left. I'm not sure what he did. Hampton 0 for 2 from the line on the technical, but Spartans will get possession. Interesting. See if we get an explanation on why there was a technical foul. And now the board is showing Devin Johnson with the technical. So we'll find out who it is. Hampton, nice dish to Lane. Ooh. No, but he'll go to the free throw line. Fouled on the way up, I think, by Hornsby.
That Allen at the line. You see the athletic ability. He's got up there.
One more for Danny Allen. Charles Kowu in the game also, 25. Kowu's a senior. 1 out of 2 for Allen from the line. And the Overbrook lead is 3. 3:45 to go. Haywood and Johnson. Johnson turning in. Nice dish underneath. Count it, and the foul. Haywood with the basket.
But a great job by Johnson. People understanding if you're a shooter, people are going to run at you at the three-point line. He puts the ball on the floor, 2 dribbles, under control, nice bounce pass right to the box. See here, as this ball swings from the top to the wing, he sets up, quick jab dribble, forces the help, gets the and one.
Foul was on Kevin Eli, his first, team 5th for the Spartans. Hampton going to take on Hornsby, and Hornsby rejected it. This is Johnson. This is Rawls. Got it.
No hesitation there on that shot. As soon as he got the ball, that's the 7 points so far for Rawls.
It's Josh Eli.
Whoa!
Count it. Close. And boy, did Deptford need that.
That's a dunk. He goes baseline. I didn't expect him. Look, he's calling for the ball, top of the screen. He catches it. Bad defense. You can't reach like that, Hayward.
Now what do we got?
I told you, some athletes on this court. I told you, they're going to be skying up near the rim, way above my playing level.
Eli can't convert the 3-point. The lead is 7. The lead is 10. Back to double digits.
Johnson's got a quick trigger. He's a knockdown shooter. Coach Russell said it.
9 for him. And 2:45 to go on the clock. Hampton, the double team. Somebody's open. He tried to get it underneath. Bouncing ball out of bounds. It will go back to the Rams. And I believe. Oh, there we go. How about Damian Rawls? 1,000 points in his career at Overbrook, and what a great job here. This is class. This is class all the way.
Definitely proud of that young man. 1,000 points is a benchmark for any star in high school, and he did it knocking down a clutch 3. Got his team up double digits here on the road in the playoffs.
Jordan Ablon letting us know that the technical foul for the Rams was on the head coach, John Rosser. And I don't know if you heard the explanation. He says out on the court screaming at me.
Nobody ever screamed at you, Chris, did they?
No. And didn't get away with it. This is really nice, though. And this is a first for us at BFA. We get to see a ceremony in the middle of the game. Great job. Damian Rawls celebrating with his family. 1,000 points in his career at Overbrook.
That was about 850 points shy of that.
And class all the way here at Deptford. Athletic Director Irv McFarland, you saw him actually with the thumbs up. That was just really good to see. We see a lot of that. And that's always nice.
At the end of the day, both of these coaches, they respect each other, and they understand the things that they've had to go through with their seasons respectively. And to be at 12-1 and 12-0, it's just an awesome sight to see these kids back on the floor and being able to compete through this pandemic that we've all dealt with.
When he passes by us, just let him know that that's class all the way. He's right, here he comes. Class. He just walked by. Class all the way. And the ball goes to the Rams off the turnover. And guess who's got it?
Here we go. 1-2-2 trap. Full court. Turnover.
Bad pass. Hornsby couldn't handle it. It was a one-hopper.
4th turnover of the first half for Overbrook.
2:25 left. 10-point lead for the Rams. Hampton. Open is Allen. Can't get it. Rebound out of bounds. It'll stay with Deptford.
Another second chance opportunity. Can Deptford capitalize on it?
That's Scruggs way up. No foul there. Scruggs will fire it. Missed it. Rebound Hampton. He'll try the three from the corner. Floorboard for Johnson. It's something that the Spartans really could have used right there. Chance to increase their 10-point lead with 1:45 to go. There's Rawls, 1,000 points in his career. At Overbrook, Juanico way out. And Jalen Hornsby. Lost the handle momentarily and a reset. Here's Rawls to the basket. Got snuffed, goes back up and scores. 9 points for Rawls. Scruggs bumped on his way. That's going to be no shot. But a 1-1, and I'll tell you, one chink right away in Brandon Williams' army here is you got to make your free throws.
Yeah. Seen last few minutes ago, Hassan Hampton goes 0 for 2 at the line on that technical.
Scruggs misses the front end. The roll is no good. Eli again, and a foul. And it's on Juanico. It might be his third.
2 more offensive rebounds.
They're going to say it's his second. But 18 fouls here for Overbrook. Don't forget we have to get our, we got a break because we have a doubleheader. We didn't do our selfie yet. Minute 8 to go, 12-point game. Eli's second. It's an 11-point game.
Here we go, 1-2-2.
With 1:05 left.
3/4 court.
They get through the full court. Nice look underneath. Johnson finishes.
Great patience. You get the ball to the wing, attack it. Hornsby drops off a dime. Johnson gets the bucket.
Scruggs, bang, no foul. Allen has it, kicks it out. Eli for three. And that's what the Spartans need. With 40 seconds left, it's a 10-point game.
Here we go, 1-2-2, 3/4 court.
Johnson had to wait for the bounces. Rawls for three, short. Look at that board, and the putback is good. Jay Greer, 34 into the ball game.
That's a football player. He's going to come in there and clean the glass and do the dirty work.
Spartans holding for one, and they got to hurry with 7 seconds left. Scruggs, 5 seconds, lost it. 2 seconds from half court. Hornsby can't get it, but a solid half for Overbrook. And we're at halftime here in Deptford with the score, the Rams 34, Deptford 22. Halftime is next here on BFA Sports.
Hi, I'm Dr. Fred McAlpin from Premier Orthopaedic Associates in South Jersey. I'm one of the sports orthopedic surgeons here, and today I'd like to go over some of the injuries that happen to a knee. One of the most common injuries, particularly to a young athlete or the weekend warrior, is injuring their cartilage, called the meniscus, or the ligament in the center of the knee, called the ACL. Where do you have pain today?
Around here.
So pain on the inner side of the knee is most commonly an injury to a cartilage called a meniscus. I'll show you that on a model shortly. When I examine that cartilage, I'll have you bend your knee and push over that area. Often they'll get pain right over that cartilage. Another maneuver is bending the knee up gently and doing a little maneuver that helps to put pressure on that cartilage. That can cause discomfort over that cartilage and tell us if there's a cartilage injury. Finally, I'll make sure that you don't have a lot of swelling. Looking for dimpling in the knee, and the absence of it means there's a significant amount of swelling going on. And finally, we can do a ligament examination to see how well your ACL is functioning. If you're having some of these things going on, I might likely call and get you an MRI so we can see the inside of your knee and make sure we get you back on the field as quickly as possible. Let's look at this model of the knee. Here you see the kneecap which floats in the front of the knee, and as we open the knee, there are these little U-shaped cartilage cushions. These are the meniscus. These can tear in different fashions. If they tear, we can trim them or stitch them in order to give you back the cushioning that's necessary for the knee. The second is this ligament that runs in the center of the knee. That ligament is what helps keep your shin on top of your thigh bone. That ligament is called the ACL. And by maneuvering your knee, I can see how well those are functioning. So depending on the injury that you have, we can assess your knee and get the studies necessary. Call us when you need us, and we'll be here to get you back on the field as quickly as possible. Be safe.
And welcome back, everybody. BFA Sports and halftime here as we get ready to start the third. 34-22, high-scoring game for high school basketball, I would say, and Overbrook in front. Leading scorer, Mr. Johnson.
Devin Johnson, he came out, first shot. As soon as he touched the ball, he let it go from 3, hit it. He's got 10 points. First player in double figures on the court tonight. On the other side, Kevin Eli, which you got some fun facts about him and his brother. He leads the Deptford team with 9 points on his side.
The Elis are the son of Kevin Eli, a 1,000-point scorer here in Deptford High School in the year 2000. So, start of the third. Deptford in possession, trailing by 12. That is Virgil Scruggs. Had 5 points in the first half. Eli spinning, can't get it to go. And Johnson with the rebound out to Rawls. Rawls to the basket.
Oh, man.
2 more. That's 11. He's in double figures. And, of course, 1,000 points, as Coffey mentioned, in the first half. And here we got a foul called on Hornsby out top on Scruggs. Non-shooting foul, so Deptford will have possession under the basket. And right now the Overbrook lead is 14, and that's kind of dangerous.
Yeah, a little bit.
That's Danny Allen underneath. Allen spinning, can't get it to go. Juanico, then he turned his back after the rejection. Doing a great job.
It was blocked by Juanico. I seen good crossover there. Quick trap. A couple players hit the deck. You see
Johnson had that partially blocked by Allen and a run out. And that's one thing Overbrook is doing so well tonight. As Eli gets that to go, they are getting back on defense and in a hurry.
And that was one thing the coaching staff talked about. They wanted to make sure they got back and limited those transition possessions.
And they forced into that turnover. So the Spartans continue the full court pressure. And it yields a turnover. Minute gone here in the third. Chris Losey, Coffey Jones, our BFA Sports crew here this evening. Great to have you with us on a playoff night here in Deptford. Hassan Hampton, wild shot off the glass, almost went down. It's a rebound for Hornsby. Look at Hornsby, Coffey. Did everything but score. And coming away is Eli. That's Kevin. The reverse doesn't go. The brother Josh is fouled from behind by Haywood. I like calling the siblings.
I was talking about my 3 keys to the game. It's going to be offensive rebounds, turnovers, and missed free throws. 7 offensive rebounds in the first half by Deptford, but that's been the problem, not being able to convert at the foul line. At least 7 missed free throws for this Deptford Spartan team in the first half.
One more for Josh Eli. Missed them both. Lead stays at 12. That's got to change really quickly for the Spartans to come back into this one. Haywood for 3 is short off the rim. A floorboard for Johnson and a reset, but good hands by Hampton with the steal. Hampton fakes the pull-up to the basket. And now we're going to stop it because Scruggs, I think, got something looking in his neck. Jack McCormick stopped it, but Scruggs says he was okay. Now there's a trip in the backcourt. Josh Eli with the foul. Ten-point game. Haywood drives, kick out, reset. There is Damian Rawls, over 1,000 points in his Overbrook career. Tries a 3 from the parking lot and got it to go. That's a long one, Coffey.
You gotta understand, this guy's got 1,000 points. They stopped the game to give him a basketball on the banner. He's gonna put shots up.
He's got 14 points. Leads all scorers tonight.
Oh, good split.
Hampton from the corner. Comes out. Rebound to Rawls.
Great split by Scruggs to get his teammate Hampton a wide open three, but it just doesn't fall.
There's Johnson to the basket.
Great block.
Eli took him on and blocked it. Then Scruggs is going to foul Rawls, who was shooting a three.
He just knocked down one. You got to run out at him.
It's a good look at Rawls. Did Coach Rosser tell you who he was looking at? Is anybody talking to him?
But not yet, but he's the #1 scorer, over 20 points per game for this Overbrook team. And right now, he's leading his team with a 15-point soon-to-be.
You know what you did, right?
Yeah, I jinxed him.
Yeah. The lead is 15, the largest. Scruggs can't get it to go. Eli underneath, that's a clean block. And then Wanico then tried to strangle him, but then is called for the foul.
Another offensive rebound, but 5th block by Wanico.
See if we have this. I don't think we have it, but Wanico, when Scruggs went down and Wanico had his hands around his neck, that's his 3rd foul. Josh Eli to the basket.
Eli's an athlete. That's the 7th point of the game. Being able to jump right into the chest of Wanico.
Rams get through the full court, and they get it into the hands of Rawls.
Oh, good patience.
Why not?
To get to his spot. Good patience just to get to his spot. I mean, that was Kyrie Irving-like. Didn't panic. Couple dribbles, got to the elbow. Nice soft touch.
17 for Damian. Leads all scorers tonight. Lead is 15. Kevin Eli from the corner, short. Scruggs, though, read it. In trouble underneath, kicks it out. Kevin again for 3. Missed it. And a rebound to Rawls. Contested, but he's got it. And now numbers for the Rams if they hurry. But then Scruggs takes it away from Hornsby and gets 2.
Pressure defense forcing turnovers. Can they turn up the pace?
7 points for Scruggs. 13-point game. 3:40 left. Scruggs got in the way of that one.
Good hustle by Scruggs, getting back on defense. Oh.
Eli missed, but Danny Allen follows. And then John Rosser, sensing it might be coming apart, calls the timeout. A little run for the Spartans. They've cut the lead down to 11 with 3:30 left here in the 3rd.
And you got to keep running. You look out there, Rawls. He was just standing around as Devin Johnson tried to take that charge to give up the offensive rebound. It's a little mini run right here late in the 3rd quarter. He's trying to get back in this game because Deptford, it's been a tough time trying to stop Mr. Rawls.
Well, some of the keys, though, missed free throws was one, turnovers was the other. And right now, Deptford is not winning those battles.
They're really not. And they're getting to the line. They're being athletic. They're getting through this zone of Overbrook. But you got to be able to make some shots and stop turning the ball over.
Well, that's easier said than done, though. and I will tell you this, to your point earlier, the officials are letting them play.
Yeah, I agree. It's playoff basketball. You try to let them play a little more physical. You don't see the over-the-back calls as guys. I've seen Scruggs kind of challenge in there, come diving in for offensive rebound. Let them play. Let them be physical.
3.5 left here in the 3rd. Damian Rawls has 17 points, leading all scorers tonight. And, of course, again, the milestone 1,000th in his career. And our congratulations to him. As the Rams with an inbound following the mini run here. It's a 4-0 run. This is Hornsby. Going to take on Allen and score.
2 good players right there. Hornsby goes up in the air, hangs, gets the body contact. Allen, no foul. Great job. It's the reason why he's got a couple of Division II offers already to play basketball. But a good bucket by Hornsby.
Rawls decides to give it up. And Hornsby faked the pass to Greer and went up for it. Have you seen that before? Watch this. Oh, he caught the tail end of it.
Danny Allen, his 2nd block of the game. We just talked about it, Division II offers from around the local area.
Johnson misses the 3. Hornsby has the rebound. And they get it to Rawls again. 2:45 to go. And the lead is 13 for Overbrook. Stolen away, Hampton. He's got 4. 2.5 to go, and I think for Deptford, they probably want to get it under 10, Coffee. That would be their mini goal, right?
Yes, Deptford. You can cut it to 8 to close into the fourth quarter. Or even sooner than that, you got 2.5 minutes to go in this third.
Kevin Eli with a kickball. So Overbrook will have possession. 2:24 on the clock here in the third. The lead is 11 for Overbrook. Here's Rawls taking on Allen, who blocked it. So it'll stay there with Overbrook.
Third block by Danny Allen, just challenging at the rim, being that rim protector that's needed on that back line of this morphing 2-3 defense.
Scruggs got a piece of that pass. So if you're Brandon Williams, aside from the stuff on the offensive side, how about on the defensive side? Do you see anything that he's doing differently?
And they get the turnover here. They're just playing a little bit more aggressive.
Scruggs, no foul called on Hornsby.
Thought he could have kicked to the corner. Try to get Eli for another 3 there.
Instead, it's Johnson, and there goes your 5-point play. The 2 you don't get, and the 3 they do get.
It's 13 for Johnson in the game, his first bucket of the third quarter.
Scruggs tries to go in, and he's fouled by Haywood.
That last possession, Scruggs right where he was on the court, coming down the lane. He could have kicked it right to the corner and hit Kevin Eli for an open 3. He misses the layup opportunity. Good skip pass by Hornsby on the other side, and Devin Johnson gets a 3.
Bullet pass into Hampton, who got the bank.
Hampton showed up, 6 points all here in the third quarter, but can they get some stops on this end?
Full court. Haywood gets through. There's Johnson. And banged by Allen and count the basket.
Just the patience by Johnson. You know he's not a shooter. You know he's not a leaper. But as soon as he gives you this little head fake there, you get up in the air, you can't keep your hands back, you get the and one.
That equals the largest lead of the night for the Rams. It's 15 with 1:17 on the clock in the third. Scruggs out with Hampton. There's Eli, baseline. Bumped, and he'll go to the line. Hornsby with the foul, and Coffey thought that was going to go in.
And so did Mr. Eli. Kevin got right down there behind the defense, hesitates, doesn't give the ball fake, though. Good job by Hornsby. I don't think that was a foul call.
And that's been plaguing this team all night.
As they say, the ball doesn't lie. Hornsby stayed on the ground.
One out of 2. And we will see Dylan Dixon for the first time tonight. Into the ball game for Jalen Hornsby. Minute to go, lead is 14. Full court again. Scruggs got all over Haywood's hand, right in front of us.
I'll be honest, Chris, the call was late. It was a clear foul, but it was just a little bit late.
Yeah.
And Scruggs thought he got away with it for a layup.
That was an obvious one. I mean, I get it, but 4 for Scruggs, by the way, so he's got to take his seat on the bench.
One of those was a technical foul that he got.
Wonder, right? Robert Long into the game again for the Spartans. Off the miss, here comes Hampton, and it's a blocking foul. And it's on Rawls, and he didn't think so.
And there's a way that Deptford's going to have to fight to get back into this game. Getting in the bonus, being aggressive. But you got to knock down your free throws, Chris. I got 10 missed free throws by the Spartans so far in this game. Eli
in the corner. Hampton for 3. No. It's out. Greer's got the rebound. And like you said in that other
That's
game.
a football player. You're not getting the ball from him. You're not. I'm just being honest with you. Coach Rosser knows.
Rawls to the basket. No good, but Greer's there.
Looks like me back in '99.
Rams with their largest lead at 16, 53-37. 15 seconds left in the third, and another run out off the turnover. Here comes Haywood to Rawls.
Timeout. You got to get a timeout, Coach.
6 seconds left.
Oh, it's 6
One
seconds.
shot.
Goodness.
No, you were right. Eli bumps, no call. Mustah can't get it. That will not count from Hassan. No good. At the end of 3, the largest lead for the Rams, they're running away with it. They lead 55-37 here on BFA Sports, exclusively presented by Premier Orthopaedic Associates.
When it comes to taking care of your physical wellness, maintaining good health of your bones and muscles, you want a team of doctors you can trust and who hold themselves to the highest standards. At Premier Orthopaedic Associates, we believe that you should live life at your best. Our team of non-operative and operative orthopedic specialists strive for the highest standards, exceptional outcomes, and happiest patients. Come and experience the Premier difference.
Welcome back, everybody. Start of the fourth quarter here on BFA. Chris Losey, Coffee Jones, the mathematician. And we're going to need a lot to count on this one. First of all, let's start with Damian Rawls. What's he got now?
20 points I got for Rawls, but he's got a partner in crime with him in Devin Johnson. He's got 16 in this ball game. You can see at the very end, you get a nice little 7-0 run to close out the quarter, and this lead has been expanded by Overbrook. And the way they've been controlling the glass, and big guy like Juanico down low, not being able to give up easy opportunities, they're controlling this game, and they're 8 minutes away from moving on in this playoff bracket.
And they'll get the ball to start the fourth. All those things that you had talked about, including the missed free throws and the rebounds, Overbrook has the advantage in each of those categories. Here comes big-time pressure from the Spartan defense, and they need it. Down 18 to start the fourth. They got 8 minutes. Johnson finds Greer.
This kid is an athlete.
He's got 4. It's a 20-point margin for the Rams. That's their largest lead of the night.
1-3-1 zone.
Hampton off the glass, no good. Rebound fought for, and that's got to be a foul on Hampton as he ran over Dylan Dixon. And more bad news for the Spartans. That's a 1-and-1 situation already. A timeout taken by the Spartans, so we'll take it with them early on in the fourth.
When it comes to taking care of your physical wellness, maintaining good health of your bones and muscles, you want a team of doctors you can trust and who hold themselves to the highest standards. At Premier Orthopaedic Associates, we believe that you should live life at your best. Our team of non-operative and operative orthopedic specialists strive for the highest standards, exceptional outcomes, and happiest patients. Come and experience the Premier difference.
Timeout was taken by Deptford. We welcome you back to our coverage of high school basketball playoff matchup. That's the Overbrook Rams. That's the huddle, and that's Coach John Rosser. And he's done a phenomenal job with his team. And of course, he's got Damian Rawls, though, in that huddle.
Got Rawls, and the guy that's just been underrated in this ball game has been Devin Johnson. He comes out, hits that first 3, but he's been so under control. And watching him, he's just playing at his own speed. He's not rushing. He's getting to his three-point shot when it's available. But if not, he puts the ball on the floor, drops off a couple of assists for his teammates.
They have adjusted the foul count at now 5, so the one-on-one signal was incorrect from the official. That's 5 for the Spartans, 6 for the Rams. That's Johnson out top. Haywood. Greer can't handle that pass, though. That's a turnover. Here's Kevin Eli all the way, and he'll go to the free throw line. That foul's on Greer.
See one change, Charles Kawu, number 25. He's in the ball game for Deptford. He was the one kind of pressuring the basketball as they came up, facing this 20-point deficit, 7 minutes to go.
Stranger things have happened. Another one for Eli Scruggs back into the game with 4 fouls. That's Brandon Williams. I think it's his way of saying that we got to do it now.
Yeah. Leave it all out on the floor.
Eli got them both.
You need them. You need all your free throws. You got to go 95 to 100% of your free throws in the fourth quarter in any game. But if you're down by 20, you definitely need them to go.
Hampton, Rawls is free, airballed that, and Scruggs took it away from Greer.
Sure, Coach Resser would not have liked that shot from his star player.
And that is a blocking foul. Oh, no.
They had a little bit of a...
No, we have one that says a charge, one that says a block. And Jack McCormick's going to win that one. And that will take Scruggs out of the game. So there goes the 5th personal on Virgil Scruggs. You can close the book on him, Coffee.
Devin Johnson.
7 points. And here comes more full court.
Full court man-to-man now. No more trapping. Just ball pressure, staying on your man. But you got to keep the dribble penetration out of the lane. And
Juanico missed that. Got it back. Blocked, though, by Josh Eli. Here he comes. Eli on Hornsby. That's 4 straight for the Spartans. Timeout by the Spartans.
That was a weird situation. You get the press beaten, and Ruggs comes down the lane, and Juanico doesn't get the call.
So we're talking about those mini runs. That's a 4-0 mini run for the Spartans. And, okay, so take us inside both of those huddles. For right now, if you're John Rosser, I guess I'm telling him, or I'm telling my guys, stay the course.
Yeah, stay patient. I thought that last shot by Rawls was a little bit premature, even though they beat the press. He pulls up a 3 this past possession. He kicks it to the corner. I'm not sure in the other huddle why Coach Williams says defenders, why you're running at Juanico. He's a 6'7" big man. He's not going to pull that 3. If he does, you let him have that shot. Your ball fake, he goes by, gets in the lane. I thought he drew a foul. He didn't, but you get the run-out layup. See, now you're sitting at a 16-point deficit, and you're going to see more of this full-court extended defense from the Spartans.
4 straight for the Spartans. 6:19 to go. Fourth quarter. The winner goes to this championship game on Friday. Deptford, the top seed. They got a bye at 12-0. Overbrook at 12-1. Juanico tied up with Eli.
That's a quick tie-up, Chris. I don't know how you would call it. I thought he just took it from him. Stopped the fast break and kept possession for Overbrook.
I think you've got to give him a chance to take it first, and then if there's resistance, then I would call the held ball.
Oh, yeah.
That is Hornsby, and he hit the deck, and that is a backcourt violation.
Oh, man, I thought they were going to get a foul, but great hustle, Kevin Eli.
Right in front of us, though. Who put him on the floor? He did. So I'm agreeing with the official there. Josh Eli. Nope, but he'll go to the line. That's one thing to do, score when the clock stopped.
And that time, Devin Johnson, he goes to take the charge, but he gets skinny on that. Got to get a little bit of a wider base, make sure the offensive player gets a piece of it. You see right here, he gets skinny and allows Eli to kind of slide past him.
But still, epidemic here.
It's the 5th missed free throw for Josh Eli in this game.
Did you see somebody in the stands had to yell to Deptford that Overbrook had David Haywood all the way in the back.
Yeah, nobody wants to guard the football player.
Get Rawls. There's Haywood in trouble and gives it away. Kevin Eli turning Hornsby.
Patience. Here we go. They're not out of reach yet, Chris.
It's a 9-0 run for the Spartans.
Cut it to 8 by 3 minutes. They got a couple minutes to get it inside of 10. You may have a ball game.
Rawls all the way. Blocked by Danny Allen. Kawu's got it. And that's Kevin Eli. Why not? No good. Rebound, Allen. Timeout, Overbrook. It's down to 11. It's a 9-0 run for the Spartans with 5:05 to go.
I thought right here he should have looked to pass the ball inside to Juanico. Obviously, you're a 1,000-point scorer. You're going to trust the decision-making of Damian Rawls, but you had your big man, 6'7". You're going up against the shot blocker and Danny Allen. He does a good job challenging without the foul. You get the bucket the other way, and we got a ball game here, Chris, with just over 5 to go.
Foul trouble situation. The only one really was Virgil Scruggs. Now he is out. So Deptford, unfortunately, the next foul they commit will put the Rams on the line. Meanwhile, for Overbrook, they're already in the bonus. They have 8.
Charles Kawu looked like he's going to be the point guard to close this game out. But defensively, he may be the pit bull, the guy that you need to be able to put some ball pressure on a guy like Rawls to keep him from slowing this game down and trying to walk it to the finish line for Overbrook.
If it were a football game, you'd call it the bell cow.
Yeah. Pat Beverly, he's got that, tenacity and grit. You can see him when he comes in the game. He's all over the ball from inline to inline.
We have to have our conversation with management. Football's just around the corner,
I can't wait. I'm sure Coach Williams has got some things to play for here, but he's still a football coach at heart. He's from Deptford. He's got his brother and his cousin on his coaching staff here at Deptford High School. He's got this Spartan team undefeated, looking to salvage the rest of this undefeated season.
Usually, though, after a roster timeout, the Rams respond in kind, and instead they throw it away. Kevin Eli, another turnover. Eli taking him on, and he'll go to the line.
Here we go. You're in the bonus. You get the turnover. Can you make free throws? Turnovers, offensive rebounds, and free throws. Thought he missed another chance to throw it down to Allen for a nice seal layup.
9 team fouls for the Rams, and of course, that would mean the next one is a double bonus, and that's 2 shots the rest of the way. One more. This to make it a single-digit deficit. Short. So the lead is at 10 with 4:50 to go.
Look at it right there. Charles Kawu on the ball, hands wide.
That's Hornsby. Johnson will drive. They find Juanico, follows the miss. Can't get either of them. Another one, and Johnson scores.
2 more offensive rebounds. The 5th of the half by Overbrook. That's a big bucket there, and they get the turnover.
And that's Rawls. He's going to finish.
It's a big moment in the ball game right there. 10-point game. Chance to cut it to single digits. You give up 2 crucial buckets.
Allen, no good. And the Rams respond with a 4-0 mini run, and now they've got possession. And 4 minutes to go. Johnson for 3. Missed it. Kawu's got a floorboard. Hassan Hampton in the corner. He's got 6. Eli's a shooter. Yep. And a timeout from the Spartans. Lead down to 11 with 3:42 to go. Premier Orthopaedic Associates.
Hi, I'm Dr. Trina Lisko, a provider here at Premier Orthopaedic Associates. I love that we get to watch these athletes play again. There is nothing better than being able to participate in an activity that you love. However, I know that COVID has us all a little less active than we would like, especially if weather conditions don't allow us to get outside and we've been restricted from the gym. Now is the time to consider some cross-training. Consider body-weighted activities, which are my favorite. Do timed interval repetitions with a little rest in between to help keep your heart rate up and activate your cardiovascular system. We can all stay healthy and active during this time. Remember to start slow and work technique before progressing to higher repetitions. Slow and steady will do the job.
The timeout was taken by Deptford and Brandon Williams. He has only 2 left, but they can't get inside that 10-point. That's the key, that deficit, to get it inside of 10.
I said the goal was inside of 3 minutes, get it into 8. So you got 40 seconds. Can you get a bucket, get it to 8 or 9? And then we're going to see what this 1-2-2 full court trapping defense is going to be able to do.
Rawls and Haywood in the backcourt. And Hornsby has it, and they get it out to Rawls. Not too much difficulty that time, and then Rawls to the basket, and he's fouled.
Yeah, Kawu had an opportunity to try to take a charge there, but reaches in. He's going to send, see right here, step over, don't reach. Just step over, let your defense rotate behind you.
For the 27th point, shooters get the roll, and he doesn't. It's a 12-point game, 3:20 to go, and a near steal there by Rawls as he read that pass. Josh Eli buries the three.
33 points combined by the Eli brothers. 18 for Kevin, 15 for Josh.
Guess what, folks? The lead is inside of 10.
3 minutes, you got a single digits. Now you got to make free throws, get turnovers.
Spartans need a stop here.
3 stops, 3 buckets to get you right back in it.
That's all. And that's Rawls.
He's going to rotate on that skip pass.
And Hornsby. Now they're going to make the Spartans chase. Kill a lot of clock here. Rawls then pulls up. Missed it.
That's 1 stop.
Kevin Eli running down for the Spartans. He'll take it all the way. Blocked by Waniko, his 5th. Hornsby almost lost it and got it in the hands of Damian. Coming down to 2 minutes to go. We're going to see a lot of fouls now.
Ooh!
Big block there. Haywood on the floor and got the timeout call. And look at the enthusiasm of the Overbrook bench, especially Coach John Rosser. With a minute 53 on the clock in a 9-point game.
And it was an opportunity with the Deptford team to get a turnover. But just the hustle right there by David Haywood, and then gets the timeout called by his teammates and his bench to save that possession.
The arrow goes to Deptford. So as Coffey alluded to, smartly it would have gone over to Deptford. It's a 9-point game with a minute 53 to go.
Talked about Kenny Waniko, big number 21, 6'7", tall, lengthy guy on that back line of the defense for Overbrook. He's got 4 points in the game, but 6 block shots, I count, and a host of other shots that he's challenged at the rim.
Challenge and alter, right? That's what the bigs are supposed to do.
Don't foul. He's been staying out of foul trouble and just letting his guards do the work. You see, obviously, Rawls leading the way. He's got 23 points.
Who are some of the candidates that you'd put on the line now? If you're Deptford, you have to foul, obviously.
Hayward, and maybe even the freshman, a guy like Hornsby, just to see what he's got early on.
There's a 5-second call. That's a turnover. Good defense that time.
That's why you don't always want to trap. Just play tough man-to-man defense. Force that 5-second call. Don't let him just pass it around in the trap.
Inside to Allen. Short. Josh Eli's got it. Turns and gets it. Down to 7.
7th block by Waniko, but the offensive rebound cuts the lead to 7.
Can the Spartans pull it off? Hornsby with a reverse.
Very nice. Smooth, under control.
And then Haywood gets in the way of that pass. Taking on Kevin Eli. Missed it. Hampton with a rebound. Spartans still alive. Down by 9. with a minute to go. Hampton to the basket. Cuts at the 7. There's the timeout. With 55 seconds left and a 7-point game. And can you imagine if they would just make their free throws?
Free throws. I've been talking to Coach John Rosser in the pregame, and he talked about some of the top players who were his shooters. He got to number 13. He started talking about his guy, David Haywood. He said he's a glue guy. Does a little bit of everything. He's gotten 2 turnovers forced defensively that have helped him out to be able to keep this lead and kind of quell some of these runs by Deptford late in the fourth quarter.
What more can you say about Damian Rawls, too? I mean, he has been phenomenal, and obviously a 1,000-point scorer. He's showing why.
Is it Rawls or is it Lillard? I mean, he's got that green light to come out and shoot anywhere on the court. He's their starting point guard. He's their number one candidate for player of the game night in and night out, over 20 points a game coming in. I got him down for 23 points so far in this game. But, again, defensively, what they've done, and a guy like Juanico on the back line, 7 block shots, has been huge, along with the missed free throws.
Indeed, and with a 7-point game in 55 seconds, looking at the board, both teams are shooting in the foul situation. But what's the key here is for Deptford, they have 17 fouls, which means the next 2 will only be 1-and-1s.
Yeah.
And again, looking back on Overbrook roster, though, who do you foul and put on the line? I would say at this point, anybody but one.
Anybody but Rawls. Yeah. Hornsby's a guy. If you can get a trap in the backcourt, let's take a shot. Maybe the big guy right there. You had an opportunity.
Here's Hornsby. 48 seconds. And there's the foul on Haywood. The foul out top by Hampton. This is big here. Give you an idea of who you put on the line, I think. That'll work. For Deptford, that's Kevin Eli eyeing up Rawls. Pulled up, tough shot. No, Kuo gets it back. Hampton for 3, got it! The last timeout taken by the Spartans. Hey, it's a 4-point game with 33 seconds left.
Chris, the smallest guy on the floor, comes in off the bench after Scruggs goes out with foul trouble. Charles Kuo gets a huge offensive rebound right there. I called him Pat Beverly, just a scrappy guy. He goes down right here. Well, there's the kick out of the 3-point shot, but again, great job in hustling by Charles Kuo. Gets his team within 4. You got to put him back on the line and just hope it to play out.
Can you imagine with made free throws and the less turnovers? But, hey.
7-minute mark. This is a 20-point ball game, Chris. That's the amazing part. It was a 20-point lead by Overbrook. Can they find a way to make free throws? We've seen it at the highest level in championship games. The Spurs against the Heat, Memphis when they're in the title game in college basketball. Can you make free throws to win championships?
It is tough to beat an unbeaten. And right now, Deptford is proving that. The crowd is into it. It's a COVID crowd, unfortunately, only allowing 2 members per family. 4 points. Rawls almost lost it, and now he's fouled. And we'll walk the floor. This will be a 1-and-1. The foul is on Hampton, and that's his second. And you heard somebody on the fans behind this say, wrong shooter. Oh, my. Oh, a tap goes in from Juanico. 6-point lead. 30 seconds to go. Kuo to the basket. 20 seconds. No timeouts left for the Spartans. They almost threw it away. And a timeout by Overbrook.
Oh, my goodness. Damian Rawls goes to the line, misses it, but just the overall height of a guy like Juanico comes up with the tip in, offensive rebound, the 6th of the half, 9th overall by Overbrook.
So let's reset it for you. It's a 4-point game. The arrow goes to Deptford. This team fouls. The next one that Deptford commits is a 2-shot foul. Oh, what might have been
If they can get that offensive rebound, we could definitely have a one-possession game. That's what I wanted to see. Can you get it to one possession and then see who can get a bucket there? But it's going to be interesting who they're going to put at the foul line. You don't want it to be Rawls, even though he missed one a second ago. Try to let one of these underclassmen or even a big guy like Juanico, if he touches the ball, foul him quickly.
16 seconds is an eternity in a basketball game, especially when one team is in a foul situation, which, of course, that's what Deptford is in now. 12-0 on the season. What's on the line? Everything. Their undefeated season and a trip to the championship on Friday. And Overbrook, on the other hand, can they hang on? Every time Coach Rosser has called a timeout, his Rams have responded the right way. Can they do it again?
Especially on the road, you can hear the crowd starting to get a little bit hyped up. Can they get the ball and watch for the long pass over the top?
Haywood with the inbound.
Missed him.
It's to Rawls, and he's fouled right away. 1 second off the clock. Hampton's third. What a fight in this team.
Rawls 5 for 7 so far at the line.
And this is a two-shot. There's one. The best that he can do here, Rawls, is make it a two-possession game, and he doesn't. Juanico didn't get the board. Eli comes away with it with 12 seconds. Pulls up for three. No good. Kenny Allen with a board. To the basket. No good. 5 seconds left. Josh Eli for three. No good. At the buzzer, and Overbrook is going to win. The Rams of Overbrook end the Deptford undefeated season, and they win by 5, 67-62. They're on their way to the championship on Friday. What a finish here in Deptford. Exciting ball game that Overbrook pulls out to give the Spartans their first loss of the season. 24 points for Damian Rawls, 6 blocks for Kenny Juanico, but it was the missed free throws on the Deptford side that proved to be the difference tonight, Coffee.
I'm talking 12 free throws missed at least on my count by this Deptford team. They're going to look back and they're going to watch this film and play in that consolation game on Friday. But no, they had all the opportunities. Even though they're down by 20 points here in the fourth quarter, they cut the lead to 4 and made it pretty exciting for the last minute and a half.
Oh, they certainly did. And we like doing that when it gets closer, right?
Of course.
Williamstown Lenape, that was
we
were out of
no problem.
our
seats. We don't want these blowouts.
We'll come back with more after this from Premier Orthopaedic Associates. What a ball game tonight.
Hi, I'm Dr. Trina Listo, a provider here at Premier Orthopaedic Associates. As a mom, a coach, and a physician, I take concussions very seriously. If you have concerns that your student athlete may have sustained a concussion, it is always better to rest the player from play and monitor their symptoms and be evaluated. Remember, you don't have to have a direct injury to the head to sustain a concussion. Even a hard blow to the body can cause the brain to rattle inside the skull and create this injury. Having been trained, not just in concussions, but in higher level traumatic brain injury, allows us to help you take the guesswork out of this confusing injury. Remember, concussions are an invisible injury and can have prolonged symptoms, especially if not cared for correctly.
You are seeing the celebration of the Overbrook Rams as they win by 5 tonight, 67-62 here on BFA Sports. Chris Losey, Coffee Jones, and the entire crew tonight. What a tremendous basketball game. And I'll tell you, for Overbrook, I think they were fortunate that the clock ran out, because here comes the Spartans, right?
Yeah, it was a tough situation at the very end of the ball game, but if you look back, the missed free throws is what did end this Deptford team here at home and ruin their undefeated season.
They are 13-1 on the season, and they move on to the championship game on Friday. And as a 4 seed, I want to see if I get this right, so I'm going to check on the link that I can find. But as a 4 seed, it looks like they are going to go to the winner of the Timber Creek Wildwood game, which is on at 7 o'clock tonight.
And just looking at the scores on both sides, Rawls 24 points, Juanico 6 points, 7 block shots, and a lot more challenge at the rim. Big tip in on the missed free throw when it cut to a 4-point lead, and there was an opportunity to get it to a one-score game for Deptford. And then Devin Johnson, he was cool and collected the whole game, 18 points. He came in as a knockdown shooter, making some great plays. A couple big offensive rebounds in the second half for Devin Johnson.
We're going to try to get Damian Rawls and Coach John Rosser from Overbrook to join us on the post game. We're attempting to do that. I think we'll be successful. It's just exciting basketball game, and with that you can see how all these pictures, and if we look over also, if Charles can get a shot of that, you can see.
Tell them bring the
Damian,
family over.
Yeah, bring everybody. Bring the family over. Bring them over.
We're going to get everybody on TV.
Absolutely.
Man.
Get everybody over. Let's get him over.
So it's a great game by Damian Rawls there.
Absolutely. See if we can get Coach as well. Look at that. Look at that.
Waiting on Damian. Get Damian over here.
Let's get Damian over here. Let's get Coach. Can we get Coach?
Bring the ball, too.
Bring the ball. Bring the ball. Bring Coach.
Yeah.
Bring the family over.
1,000 points. That was big. And
huge. Huge. But not just that, though. I mean, the leadership that he showed 3 times when Deptford started to crawl back into this game. A timeout from Coach Rosser. And just like that, what's up, babe?
What's up? On that side, we'll get you a headset, man.
We're going to get you a headset. We're going to get Coach in there. All right, get your family as well, and get that basketball too, please.
Mom, let me see that.
Absolutely.
Come here, Mom.
Here comes Mom. All right.
Come here, Chloe.
24 points. That's incredible.
24 points.
Thank you.
That.
Thank you.
Just David.
Damian Rawls, our player of the game. All right, you can stay. That's fine. Look, that's first of all. Who you got with you?
This is my little sister, you know, my mom, my grandparents, and my stepdad right there.
Come on in the shot, everybody.
Thank you.
Hey, 1,000 points
Yep.
in a season where you had probably maybe 8 games less.
Yeah, it's been a lot. It's a lot of hard work, for sure. Yeah.
How about tonight? 24 points.
I needed this bad, of course. Being an undefeated team, you know, Deptford's definitely a good team, for sure. And this was just a good win to get.
I want to bring Coach over when I can in a second. He called 3 really cool timeouts. So.
Yeah, he saved us.
How
we
did
lost
he do
the energy.
That?
We lost the energy, you know, and he just brought us back, just getting us in the huddle, you know, telling us what we had to do. And we got it done tonight for sure.
How impressive is this young man?
Well, Damian, I know you're impressive, but I know you're going to give love to your teammates. Just talk about just 2 guys in particular. Juanico, just him. He had 7 blocks tonight. Just having a big guy like that.
I've been playing on him for 4 years, man. I've been seeing him grow, you know, get better every day. We've been working hard together every day.
And another guy that was just kind of quiet. Noticed him, Devin Johnson. He had 18 points tonight.
For sure.
He never sped up.
Definitely.
He never really panicked in the press. Let's talk about playing with him this season.
Yeah, I mean, he's a great player, you know, for sure. I'm going to miss these guys. It's definitely when I graduate. And, you know, he's just all year and definitely last year too.
Well, congratulations.
Who's talking to you for next level?
Who's talking to me? I got a lot of school. I got a lot of schools like Montclair State, Rosemont. I had East Stroudsburg, a couple of them, but since COVID, it dropped a little bit. But I still got a lot of schools though.
Somebody's gonna be lucky. Somebody's gonna be lucky.
I appreciate that.
Best of luck to you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Damian Rawls, a player of the game tonight, without a doubt. 24 points, senior leadership across from start to finish, and Overbrook ends the Deptford winning streak. 12-0, they come into this one. It's their first loss of the year. For Overbrook, they're 13-1 now. They await the winner of the Timber Creek Wildwood game, which is going on right now down the shore. So we're trying to get Coach. He's in the middle of having another interview as well. So what do you want me to do there, Doug? Okay. Oh, he's talking to Josh Friedman. The Josh Friedman. You know, I think he's saying goodbye. He's going to wrap that up. All we got to do is just tell Josh, you know, because Doug owns him too, right? That's important. 67-62 the final. Great basketball game here at Deptford tonight. What more can you say about these kids from Overbrook, what they have done? And let's not forget the Spartans, who never said die at all. They had a 20-point deficit staring at them in the face. They got it down to 4 with 25 seconds left.
Kevin Eli, 18 points to lead the way for Deptford. His brother Josh Eli comes in with 17 points. And then second half, Hassan Hampton, he goes for 11, gets double figures in the second half. He was 0 for in the first half, but he picked it up. The defensive efforts, guys like Kawu, even when Scruggs goes down, he steps up, makes some plays. They get some turnovers. They just didn't have it enough, and they missed free throws early in the game. they'll come back to haunt you, those missed opportunities.
Yep.
Free money, as the coach used to call it.
Yeah.
Free money, and I remember in our practice, Chris, you couldn't leave until you made 20 free throws.
Oh, yeah.
You had to run sprints
in a
and
row.
make your free throws. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
as much as the missed free throws hurt, losing Scruggs was a big blow, I think.
I think as a leader, to be able to
Yep.
get in the gaps, the way he could hang and dribble and be able to create shots for other people, I thought that was a situation that they did miss him a little bit offensively. Defensively, they did enough. I counted at least 6 or 7 turnovers they forced in that second half and in the fourth quarter. So they were able to turn up the pressure, couldn't get the ball to go through the hoop.
Let's go back to our conversation with Damian Rawls, and I said to him there were 3 crucial timeouts that John Rosser called, and every one of them turned out to be the right move.
I think when they first cut the lead from 20 down to 10, it looked like you could hear the home crowd and the parents here from Deptford High School start to get involved and get excited. He takes the timeout. They come out, 2 quick baskets, push the lead back up to 14, and obviously they end up holding on for the victory here on the road.
So we are watching. There is Coach John Rosser talking to Josh Friedman, and, how many questions does Josh have for this man? I mean, enough is enough, really, But anyway, so as we wait for him and we talk, let's go back to our first game. We had the girls' game and Deptford, and the way Liz Faulkner had her Lady Spartans going. They were never, it was never a doubt, they were in control from start to finish.
And then obviously there was a spearheaded attack by the team that they're going again in Shalleck with Mrs. Furbank.
Oh, God.
Excuse me. She was amazing, but they go to boxing 1, and you maybe think about Deptford, if they think back and their coach staff, Coach Williams, maybe he should have won a little boxing 1 on Mr. Rawls here because he got hot, especially got some of those open breakaway layups. And here we go, Coach.
That all right.
Okay.
But you can look at us, and that'll teach you for talking to Josh Friedman because you got nothing left in your tank, do you?
I'm done.
Yeah?
I'm done. You might get some short answers right now. I don't know. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, 12-0. You come in here beating a 12-0 team. You beat them, and you beat them at their own game.
Right. Yeah, I mean, we knew coming in that we're both 2 great transition teams. So, I mean, like yesterday we're working on, you just got to sprint back. Like I'll see Kenny crashing the offensive boards. All the rest of you better get back because that's what their bread and butter is, And then our bread and butter is get a defensive rebound and do the same exact thing. So
save what Damian did tonight, which was phenomenal. He was our player of the game. I want to talk about the unsung heroes tonight. Let's start with Kenny Wanico. 7 blocks tonight, and the biggest tap of his life, I think, with 25 seconds left.
Without that tap, I don't think I'd be standing here, to be honest.
Game,
I think I'd be on the bus, really upset.
Yeah.
But Kenny's been our unsung hero all year. I mean, he blocks shots, he rebounds. He knows he's got 4 guys around him that can score, and he loves blocking shots. He tells me, he's like, Coach, can I just get back in the game so I get on the block? Like, that's what he lives with. And again, him, David Haywood is a great kid that he just wants to get assists and he wants to get those guys involved. He's like our Ben Simmons a little bit, you know what I mean? So 2 glue guys, and they just let the other 3 roll, and it's a beautiful thing. They buy in the roles, and that's how you win games.
Funny you mentioned glue guys.
And that's what we mentioned. We talked about Rawls, we talked about Johnson. They both, led the way 24 and 18. But you told me pregame, you talked about a guy like Haywood. He came up with 2 crucial turnovers in that fourth quarter. When Lee got under 5, under 6, he gets 2 turnovers. You get the quick timeout, just extra possessions to be able to help you hold on. What has he meant, and those guys, that tenacity meant to your team and your season?
Yeah, I mean, those guys, like I said, I mean, we're obviously not the deepest team. We kind of switch between the 3 on our bench, but they grind out. You know what I mean? They keep us together because they all just know, like David knows on top of the 1-3-1. I'm just going to get steals and keep trapping, and hopefully I can get some layups or get somebody else layups.
We had Damian here. We asked him about the 3 timeouts that you called.
Right.
All right. And the first thing he said was, we were gassed.
Yes, 100%.
Those timeouts were crucial tonight, in our opinion, because they stemmed the tide all 3 times.
Yeah, and I mean, we knew it because, we ran with those 5 essentially the entire game because we knew how fast it was, and we needed ball handling in the game. But, yeah, those timeouts definitely needed those fulls and those 30s right there. Like, get a drink, take a breath, make smart decisions, and just kind of keep reminding them, hey, we're up this, we have this many timeouts, and just calm them down so this way they don't make mistakes.
After each timeout, you had a 4-0 run, a 4-0 run, and a 6-0 run. So obviously that worked for you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a great coach. I don't know.
Write that down.
I love it, Coach. I love it.
No, I'm just kidding. But, yeah, those guys have bought into everything that we've been selling. It's been 3 years running, since I started, and they've really bought it. I mean, it's nice. Sometimes I don't have to call anything. They're like, yo, 41, and I'm like, oh, fantastic. I don't even got to do anything. So
that's awesome, Coach.
Time to talk about Damien now.
Damien, yes.
1,000 points. I mean, what can you say?
I guess I'll talk about Dame. Dame, I mean, that's been – him and Kenny have been my guys since I was a freshman coach and I moved up, and just to see them grow as humans. They're better people than they are basketball players. But Dame getting his 1K is huge, especially in a COVID season that we were really worried about that because, you give us another 10 games, it's not even something we got to really worry about.
Right.
So, and to be able to get it out early, I know he's pressing a little bit to get it, but Dame's been fantastic. I mean, like I was just telling, Josh was asking about Dame, and I was like, to see him grow from the sophomore where I'm yelling at him, kicking him out of practice, to being a leader and getting straight A's and B's and just being a great person and getting these guys hyped up because I'm not that great at it. So he's been a leader, man, and I love having him. I'm going to miss him a lot.
I will say, when I came back before the game, I'll go in the bathroom. He's in there under the hand warmer. Hand warmer. Obviously, his shot that worked. But last one, Coach, Jay Greer, man. That's your tough guy.
Oh,
yeah. I love those football players.
Football guy.
He comes in, snatching rebounds on the glass.
Listen, Big
buckets.
J. Big J is our guy, man. We know if we put him in, we're getting 3 boards real quick. We're getting some.
Have you ever seen a football guy not get a rebound?
I'm sorry.
Have you ever seen a football guy not get a rebound?
Not when it's Big J.
You don't take it from
it's Big J.
Nobody. I haven't
Big
seen
J's
anyone.
getting every rebound, and then next year I'm like, if I don't start you, I'm an idiot. So you know what I mean.
Wildwood Timber Creek.
Yeah.
Do you hear anything yet?
Wildwood I watched because of Gloucester Catholic. I have not seen who's won. I'm sure I can hop on Twitter and I'll find out, and I'll be getting tape right when I get home.
Somebody
there.
told me you called me a hero.
Yes, you're a hero. Thank you. Get out of here.
Hey, that man, 7 blocks.
Yes.
7 block shots,
Great.
6 points, tip in.
The most impressive thing you said, though, was the A's and B's.
Yes,
for
100%.
Damien.
I mean, that's
outstanding.
And we really harp on that with our guys. Study halls and all that stuff.
Bring them all over. Bring them all over. Come on, guys. Bring them all over.
Yo, they want you over here. Everyone.
Come on, guys. Everybody. Come on. Everybody.
Up there.
The Overbrook Rams are on their way to the championship here in the Tri-County Conference Tournament here in the A bracket. Congratulations, guys. Woo! Take care.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Great job, guys. Congrats.
Congratulations, fellas.
John Rosser, the Overbrook Rams. What a great finish to tonight here on BFA, and what a night of basketball we had.
That was a lot of fun, Chris, and obviously these kids get to do it again on Friday night and get to play. I've seen a couple of championship plaques over there for this playoff bracket. It's good to see what's been a tough season for everybody all around Scholastic.
Well said. Tonight's game was produced and directed by Doug Stasic. We Charles Hope on camera, Missy Stasic on camera. Al Fisher was here. I don't know what he did. He did something. I don't know what he did. The executive producers of BFA Sports are Doug Stasic, Al Fisher, and Brian Murray. So for Coffee Jones, this is Chris Lozzi for the entire BFA Sports crew. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again down the road here on BFA. What a great night for basketball here in high school basketball on BFA. Good night, everybody.